Good afternoon. Thought I'd share a funny story with you, and something I've been kind of thinking about a while now. But funny story first. So last fall, right when it was going into winter time, we had this beautiful Buick car, and the doors were bad, and you had to slam the doors quite a bit to get the door to shut, and it wasn't very pleasant. But eventually, the glass in the window broke on the driver's side, so I had no window in the driver's side, and took me a couple of weeks to find the plastic that I wanted to use to cover up the window so that I could still see out and all. And every morning we'd get in that car and we'd look inside, check it out real well, to try to make sure there wasn't no animals or anything inside the car. And we always expected to find some kind of an animal inside that car, sleeping the night away, you know. But one morning we got in there and it was pretty darn cold. So Noelle, she would bring some blankets and stuff in her coat and cover up with she'd put the blanket over her head and everything while we were driving down the highway, you know, and to keep warm. And one day we got in there and we took the flashlight, we checked underneath all the seats and everything. We didn't see nothing. And we're going down the highway, and all of a sudden Noelle says, "Nick, are you touching my head?" And I said, no, I'm not touching your head. And I look over at her, and on top of her head, perched up on top of her head, is one of the little neighborhood kittens. I was expecting to look over and see a skunk or a possum or something, but there's a little kitten sitting on top of her head like that. It was funny. We had to go all the way into town before we could find a place to turn around and go back. Here's another one of the little neighborhood kittens. Come on. There's a good old Stinkerbell. Rouser, hush up. Hush. Rouser. No. Interlude brought to you by the Barking Dog Company. Okay, so now the thing I was thinking about recently. This actually happened to me about 2 years ago, when we first moved back home to Missouri here. Applied at tons of jobs, and got an interview at one of the local little video stores. And I thought, I love movies, wouldn't mind working at a video store, that'd be kind of fun. Went in for the interview, and the manager, she asked me, she says, "So where do you see yourself in 5 years?" And some alarm bells immediately started ringing in my head. Oh crap. She's not going to like the answer that I have to give. The answer that I had to give was that, you know, in 5 years, gosh, the bugs are sure out today. Anyway, my answer was, in 5 years, I see myself exactly where I'm at, doing exactly what I'm doing. Spending time with the love of my life, going hunting, going fishing. You know, and that's what I saw myself doing in 5 years. I don't know. I saw right then, I saw it in her face that I'd lost that interview. Sure enough, never called back. But you know, I've been thinking about that a lot the last couple of years. It's, you know, our society, you've got to have a plan for the future. You can't just be coasting along, going, you know, happy with where you're at. Contentment? You can't be content. How freaking ridiculous is that? Of course, I'm very content. You know, there's a few things that I want to change, but overall, you know, I'm pretty much where I want to be, doing what I want to be doing. And doggone it, I don't want things to change. I don't want to have to be thinking about, you know, I don't want to be dreaming about 5 years down the road. I want to be dreaming about going fishing tomorrow. Oh, bugs are going to eat me alive today. So You know, I can understand why, what's it called? Ambition. That's what people call it, ambition. I know why people need to have ambition and all, and it can be a good thing, but not everybody's got to have it. You know what I mean? So. This interlude brought to you by the Mowing Neighbors Company.